Hello, my Maple Leaf fans. Welcome to the Maple Leaf practice press conference before Thursday's game against the Philadelphia Flyers. I'll get you live to the press conference right now. Don't forget that tonight's Raptor game. I have highlights for you tomorrow afternoon, so stay tuned for that. Alright, enjoy the Maple Leaf press conference before Thursday's game.
What were your first impressions of Joel?
Good. I thought it was nice to play with him. Easy to read off of, and play strong. So I thought he had a good game, and yeah.
How do you feel your games will complement each other?
Good. I thought we had a decent game against Montreal. I think trying to find my game a little bit again, but yeah, I thought we had a decent game. I tried to play a two-way game, and he's good two-way defenseman. Maybe play a little bit more steady defense, but yeah, it's good.
Was it tricky at all? I guess he lost his voice. What was the communication like?
What's that?
Joel apparently lost his voice, or his voice wasn't in the best shape. What was the communication like?
I didn't notice. He was talking to me, so.
Okay, good.
Yeah, no, he was good. It was easy to read off of, as I said, so it was good.
What stands out about his game to you? I mean, he made the forwards in this room's life miserable in the 21 season and playoffs. So what stands out about how he brings it in front of the net?
Yeah, no, obviously he's a big body, brings size, strong defenseman. But I thought the plays he made with the puck was good as well. Small, easy plays, good first passes, so it was all good.
You mentioned you're looking to find your game. Sheldon thought maybe the passing of the trade deadline would help. Like, how does that impact you?
Yeah, no, I think obviously past years we've been adding a lot of guys and added 2 defensemen this year, so it's no different this year. I'm just gonna try and play my game, and obviously a lot of competition for spots, so got to bring your best game every game.
What did it mean to you when you came to the rink Saturday and you're in? Like, they add the defenseman, but you're still in that top 6.
Yeah, no, obviously confidence boost, so good for me. And as I said, I'm just gonna try and play my best game every game moving forward.
What does your best game look like?
Steady defenseman, as I say, like two-way defenseman, good first passes, trying to rush, and obviously as of late, I think my defense needs to improve a little bit, so that's what I'm working on.
What are you focused on in that regard?
Just playing hard, quick feet, close and quick and stuff like that, so I guess that's it.
What stood out with your Leafs debut Saturday night in Montreal?
It was great. Obviously a little weird for myself going back to Montreal, but thought the team played well in the second half of the game, and we just kind of took over. So it's just a great experience, and happy to be here.
You guys from were here in 2021 talked about the series at all?
No, not yet. I'm waiting for it though.
What do you remember about that series? Obviously, it was crushing for the guys who are still in this room. What did you see from that series from the group that was?
I think they took big steps that year, and obviously they built off of it. But it was a hell of a series. Could have gone either way, but they definitely built off it and just made them better players.
You mentioned your voice, Joel. I'm just curious, Bell Center can get pretty loud. Did it have any impact on you Saturday? What was the communication like?
You couldn't hear me at all. Yeah, I woke up Saturday morning right before the game and had no voice at all, so I'm usually a big talker on the ice to my partner, but I couldn't even say a word out there.
Yeah. How did you adjust to that?
I don't know. I was just trying to be in the right spot pretty much, but yeah, it sucks.
What's your impression of Timothy so far?
It's good. Yeah, I mean, I've been watching this team for years now, and it's a solid back end for sure. And playing with him, he made my life easy. So it was a good game.
Did Rasmus give you any pointers you walked to Sandine about coming to Toronto or playing with Timothy?
I mean, not about playing with Lily, but he mentioned the guys in the locker room and how I'll be an easy fit in here and I'll love the boys. So it was nice knowing him too.
How do you think you'll fit Timothy? Like, why do you think your games might mesh well?
Oh, he's more offensive than I am, so if he wants to jump up in the play, I'll stay back, no problem, and take care of the defense. So he's got free will when I'm out there, so we just got to build off each other.
How much does the game change in the playoffs when it comes to what you do in front of the net or just being part? You always hear that the game does change.
Yeah, I think just they let more slide. The rest let more slide, so I think that helps my game a lot. I think I've been playing my best hockey in the playoffs, and unfortunately I haven't been in the playoffs for a couple of years now, so I'm excited to get back out there. And when I joined the boys in Boston the other night, that was a playoff atmosphere, and I just wanted to get out there pretty bad. So you can use your stick a bit more, more physical.
I know it's been a while, but what's it like to be a teammate out of Morgan again?
It's great. Such a good guy off the ice, and just an unbelievable player. So we go back to our Moose Jaw days. We were rookies together, so it's nice to be reunited.
Have you taken over as team DJ yet?
I haven't. No. Whoever's in control of it's doing a good job right now.
Everybody that I've talked to about you has described you as just one of the best teammates they've ever had. Is there like a teammate that you kind of learned from in terms of how to operate?
My rookie, I had Revo in the dressing room. I had guys like Kevin Shattenkirk, Alex Steen. I looked up to all these guys, and when you come into the league as a rookie, you try to find your role. And these are the guys I looked up to, and they obviously had great careers. They're still having good careers, so those are the guys I wanted to follow.
How does this break in the schedule help you maybe get settled? Usually, it's game, but now you guys don't play till Thursday.
Yeah, I think it's nice just to get some practices under our belt and get used to, our line mates and just the systems. Saturday was a little bit weird for me, a little bit different in the D zone, but I think these couple days off, get a couple practices under our belt will help us a lot.
What stands out about Sheldon's system?
What's that?
What stands out about Keith's system here, like the way he wants the defense to play?
Lots of offense. He wants the D jumping up whenever we can, and I love that. In the past I've been told to kind of stay back, but he's given us the green light to, if we see a hole, to take it.
You battled against Austin back in the day. What I guess stood out from those battles with him?
He's a lot stronger than he looks. Yeah, he's a big boy, and I think just over the years, like every year I play against him, he's harder to battle in the corners. So definitely built for playoffs.
Like from Original 16 Montreal, Original 16 here, put into context with that. Canadian kid.
Yeah.
2 Original 16 to grow.
It's just special for sure. Don't really know how to describe it. 2 of the teams I watched growing up the most, and obviously unbelievable fan bases. So just honored to be here, and hopefully we can go the distance.
Austin, you've had your battles with Joel over the years. What's it like having Edmondson on your side now?
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, obviously, he brings a really good physical presence to the back end there, and a lot of experience, and just a steady presence. So obviously, we picked up Boosh a couple weeks ago, and Dewey, a couple guys that stepping in that we got to help out and make them feel comfortable and get them kind of acclimated here, and just continue to take steps forward.
What do you remember about how nasty he was, especially in that series in 2021?
Yeah, just heavy stick, heavy lumber there in front of the net makes it hard on you. If you're gonna go there, you're gonna pay the price. So, like I said, just a really steady presence back there on the back end for us. Guy with experience, and he's gonna bring it every night.
What do you think of the group now that you're set here? The deadline's passed. What excites you the most about moving forward now?
Yeah, it's just it's just cool to have. We know what our group looks like, and we know what we have, and we see the steps that we need to continue to take as a team, and to get where we're trying to go. So these last 17, 18 games or whatever we got left here, we'll each one have to treat very precisely and continue to just get the things that we slip on at times, get them right, and just continue to take positive steps moving forward.
Austin, even though you knew there wasn't going to be much upheaval at all, is there still a level of relief, or whatever the word is, going forward now? The roster and everything, and nothing else happening, or how do you see that?
Yeah, I mean, I think the weeks leading up to the trade deadline are always exciting. You never really know what's going to happen. Obviously, there's lots of rumors and lots of things kind of thrown around, and once it's kind of over, you just kind of settle in. Everybody's got their team, and now the focus is just on us as a group and continue to push each other, and like I said, just continue to take the right steps and build our game in a positive manner.
The cap, Brad obviously said that whatever questions or the solutions have to come from it here. I'm sure you guys agree with that and believe that any answers are in these four walls.
Yeah.
What does it mean when the GM has that faith though? He didn't have to push under the caps of cap. He didn't have to push the buttons that maybe he would have had to otherwise if he felt there was real issues.
Yeah, I mean, obviously that's his job to handle all that stuff, and we just got to go out there and play and compete. So obviously it's nice to have his trust and his belief, and we know he's going to do everything he can and do his job to the best of his ability. And for us, it's just about going out there, competing and playing, and continue to build steps to the team.
Austin, maybe a bit of a quieter week for you last week. Just what's your sense of your game right now?
Yeah, I mean, stuff like that happens sometimes. I mean, you can't always be, puck's not just going to go in all the time. So, thought there were some good things. Obviously, I want to produce, I want to help the team win, do my part. And, I guess 2 out of 4 games throughout the week, especially against some tough competition. Obviously, a couple of those games and points that we'd like maybe back, but, it's an important time of the year for our team. We're just trying to, build ourselves individually and collectively as a group as we wind down here towards the end of the season.
It didn't go as well on Saturday, but it felt like Bertuzzi fit in pretty well on your line in Boston when you moved up there. Like, what sort of potential do you see for him if he gets another run with you guys now moving forward? Yeah,
I thought it was good. I mean, even the other night, I thought we connected on a couple good plays. I think we just have a better sense of where each of us like to be on the ice, and I think chemistry and stuff like that's gotten much better, even though we haven't been playing a whole lot together. And I just think the reps that we have gotten together seems to be a little more connectivity there. So some positive stuff moving forward, and continue to be playing together. Hopefully, we just continue to take steps and build.
Nelson, you guys have played a lot of hockey. It's a lot coming. But what does a week like this do for the group? That just have the one game within a week and some rest and all that sort of thing. How important is it?
Yeah, I mean, at this point in the season, I mean, these days are pretty, weeks are hard to come by. So I definitely wanted to be, taking care of ourselves, kind of recharging and taking these next couple of days to, just get your mind right and everything as, we wind down here the last 17, 18 games, because it's going to be a lot of hockey, it's going to be a grind, it's going to be tough competition. So nice to just kind of get a little reset here and, push here towards the end of the week with a couple more games and then playing every other night the rest of the season.
Just maintenance.
Yeah. Catch me a break though, I think it's too, with the schedule being what it is, it's a weird week, so just the one game.
Yeah, for sure. It's in that sense, forever Mitch. Yeah, it's good. It's good for our whole team. It was a tough stretch we just went through there. 4 games and 6 nights leading up to yesterday's day off, and even if you look deeper than that, it's 7 games in 12 days since coming back from that road trip. Where we had that winning streak and the team was feeling good, and then you play 7 games in 12 nights, and I think we've certainly seen the effects of that.
Is that kind of what you're seeing in Austin a little bit lately? It was kind of a quiet week for him, or what was your sense of him the last stretch here?
Yeah, I think there's some of that for sure. I think a lot of our guys seem like they're getting worn down a little bit. Demands the schedule, especially once we got past the Buffalo game, like that turnaround in Boston. That was as miserable a travel night as we've had all season, both in some of the challenges that we had, and the garden was shut down that night, and we couldn't get to the airport, and the weather was bad in Boston, and customs and all the things we had to deal with. Is 3 o'clock in the morning, and then you gotta wake up and prepare for the Boston Bruins. So that was a tough stretch, and I think that led into Montreal as well. But specific to Austin, he had at least 2, maybe 3, but certainly 2 fairly clean chances where he's basically in alone on the goalie in Boston, and those didn't fall for him. Obviously, things have fallen a lot for him this season, and they will again. But he's somewhat of a historic type of pace that he was on. It's historic for a reason. It's difficult to maintain, but I think this break will be good for him.
You saw Joel Edmondson a ton in the 2021 season. What do you remember about how nasty he was, especially in that series, and what that brings to this group?
Yeah, you just remember that he made it miserable to get to the net. You can remember how many times you're watching the video back, and you think there could be 5 or 6 minor penalties called on shift, but that's playoff hockey and the way it goes, and he's ultra competitive around the most dangerous area in protecting the net. So So that's a big part. And also, I think he's just another guy, and you guys have heard me say this lots. I think he's just comfortable, A, in who he is, but B, in no matter what the game brings. His temperature rises, the pressure rises. I think he's very confident, comfortable in who he is, just in terms of his personality and his character, his toughness, and then also the experience that comes with that.
How much better position do you think Bertuzzi is to take advantage of a chance beside Matthews in that spot now, moving forward versus earlier in the season?
Yeah, I think he's in a far better place with his own game. He's far more comfortable, being here in Toronto and playing here and all the things that come with that. And, playing with his teammates and the structure and the coaches and everything that that he was adjusting to early on. I think he's in a far better place there.
Nick Robertson back with the group, is he just wait for the opportunity at that point?
Yeah, I would say so. Today, obviously, first day having him back with the group in a while here, but it's nice to see him back and nice to have him feel like he's still a part of what we're doing here.
What sort of potential do you see for Kampf with those guys? McMahon and Eyes, what do you like, I guess?
Well, I think Kampf, for me, has shown over his time here that he can elevate, he can take on more responsibility. Obviously, we've gone with Domi in the middle most of the season here, and so with Kampf as the fourth center, he's played a little bit of a different type of role than what he's played for us in the past. But I've always known and felt that he could take on more and elevate, and I think right now with Mitch's absence, that sort of forces me to rethink some things and look at different things, which is part of why you saw the lines like they did the other night. And I like that line. I mean, three guys that have good size and speed with them, and they're good in possession of the puck, and they're on top of people very quickly. They didn't spend much time in our zone. It was our most successful line, even though the Domi and Tavares, that group got us two very important goals. I thought the best line offensively was that line of Kampf and McMahon and Nyes. So that was all great to see. You're not necessarily expecting that out of them. I expected good, hard defensive play and to be able to help us win some territory, but they also got to the net.
We weren't expecting tons of moves at the deadline, but what does it do for the group to just be able to settle in? We know that this is who we are going forward.
Yeah, I think that's really important. That's the conversation you have as a coach. Is like, this is our group, and let's get to work and dig in and understand your roles and responsibilities and all of those sorts of things, and just focus on being here and helping this team win. I think for different players that the deadline means different things. Some guys, it doesn't concern them at all, just business as usual, but there's a number of guys that anytime there's a player coming in or out that it may directly affect them. I think it has an impact for sure, and then probably the younger, less experienced guys even more so. So part of what I was alluding to the other night, why it was important to keep Liljegren in and involved, is just to have him know that we believe in him and that he's here for a reason, and this is different than it has been in the past for him, and needed to keep him going for those reasons.